you know, I had to wear the Taco Bell t-shirt today to channel my inner Jeffree Star. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited for today's video because I've been waiting to try some Jeffree Star Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes for a while now, and I finally decided to just get on board and go ahead and just try the newest one because why not? Small disclaimer, this is not sponsored. I did buy this myself, so I am very excited to give my honest opinion and try this palette firsthand. I haven't taken it out of the packaging, I haven't taken it out of the box, the bubble wrap, nothing. I do know that there have been a few videos out there where like pans are falling out or have chunks taken out of them. So I'm excited and nervous to see whether or not the palette that I got was good and clean and no damage. So without further ado, so I thought this was super cute. He has his own tissue paper with his logo on it as well as aliens. Taking it out of that one is more. This one is white and green instead of green with white, and this just has the logo on it. As you can see, there's still bubble wrap here. And this packaging is seriously so freaking pretty. I'm obsessed with this. I've been super into glitter and metallics and sparkles, so this definitely caught my eye. Before I go ahead and open that packaging, I do want to give a quick little backstory as to a negative experience that I did have while receiving this package. So because I was so excited for this palette to come out and I really wanted to try it, I made sure to be up and ready. So the minute that it launched, I could go ahead and order it as fast as possible. It actually ended up launching about 2 minutes before planned time to launch. And so thankfully I was very prepared and I had everything in my cart, getting ready, pushed it through. I only came up to one hiccup because my shipping address was different than my billing address, but I got that fixed. Once I placed my order, I did not get a confirmation email as quickly as I would have liked. So that was already a little unsettling, but I brushed it off because I knew that the number of orders was so high that it, you know, there was a lot going on. So I brushed that off. The next issue that I had is that I still had it in not shipped yet status for over a week. I contacted them and I asked them, I said, hey, what's up with this? Can I get a tracking number? Has it been shipped? And they're due to high volume of the season with the holidays, it is taking longer than expected. Wait this amount of days, you should get a tracking number then. Okay, so I waited that many days and then a couple and still hadn't heard anything. So I emailed them again. I said, hey, you know, you told me to wait this amount of days. It's been this amount of days plus some. What's going on? In the meantime, so this palette had launched on a Friday. That next Tuesday, the Morphe James Charles palette did come out and I went ahead and ordered it. I knew that there was some hiccups again there because of the number of orders that were being pushed through. However, I did get that within a week. I understand that Morphe is a bigger brand. I do understand that Jeffree Star Cosmetics is very independent. However, when a new launch comes out, I would assume that they would have enough people there and ready to ship it as fast as possible due to being prepared with a new launch, with it being the holidays, whether they need to hire more workers or whatever the case may be. I'm not exactly mad because I understand that it was, you know, it's a big launch and it's not a drastically big company, but I expected a little bit more. So I didn't receive the palette as fast as I would have liked, as well as the fact that I received James Charles palette first and I had ordered it after. I do know that I ordered the Jeffree Star's cosmetic palette on a Friday, and so, you know, the weekend happened and they might be closed on the weekend, so it takes a few extra days to process anyways. It is what it is. I was just a little upset about it. I have it now. That's all that matters. So let's go ahead and unbox it. So I was assuming that there would be bubble wrap around this in the box, and there is not. So I'll try not to touch as much as possible, but we have a speck here, if it'll focus. I'm hoping that's not eyeshadow. We have a speck up here, as well as it looks like to be eyeshadow up here. And it is, because it is teal. So a little bit right there. I don't love that. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this off. Like I said, I've never opened this. This is not like a second take or whatever. This is very first impressions. I do like the packaging. I like how big it is. It feels nice quality. I'm actually super nervous to open this now. Interstellar here has some fallout all around here and all over the mirror. There's my camera, but all over the mirror there. I mean, at least none of the pans have fallen out yet. The other thing I'm noticing is all of the pans are pressed with different shapes, which most of them are the logo. However, you've got a spaceship here and an alien here. That spaceship doesn't seem to be pressed in as well as the alien. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to look, but that's just my personal opinion. The other thing that I'm noticing is Area 51 doesn't seem to be pressed in quite as much as the others either. It's a little hard to see on camera, but in person that's definitely a little worrisome. Doesn't look like any of the pans are actually damaged. It does look like moon rock here. I don't know if I'll be able to get this on camera or not. But up at the very top up here, it looks like it's almost coming apart, and there is a little bit of like pickup sitting up there. The other ones don't have as much, but they all have a little bit. The other thing that I did pick up, which I probably won't swatch, but I will show, is I wanted to try the Thirsty palette. Like I said, I was very excited because I've been really into glitters, metallics, and sparkles. So I wanted to try this one as well because I know they've got some pretty shades in here. So I do have the Thirsty palette as well, which I am pretty excited for. This one at least has a plastic separator, which I like, as well as something on the mirror. Mine right here has like a small chip in it. So does Lick a little bit. There's a little bit of blue already in Quench. I don't know if you can quite see it. I mean, that sucks. And it almost looks like Filthy Rich is about to pop out. The only Jeffree Star Cosmetics products besides, I mean, these now that I'm going to be trying. I do own a few of his liquid lips because I do carry them on Morphe. So when I made a Morphe purchase, I went ahead and threw a couple in my cart just to try them. I didn't have any bad experiences there, so this does kind of suck as a first impressions buying directly from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I did go ahead and also pick up Alien Tears, which I will be swatching, as well as trying out the Pumpkin Pie lip scrub, which is also part of the Alien launch. We'll go ahead and swatch all these colors real quick, and then I will go ahead and... So part of the silver from the Thirsty palette fell off onto my Alien palette, which, like I said, was already a little troublesome. I have done everything on my face except for eyes, mascara, and any liner I plan to do. So we'll go ahead and swatch and then do an eye look. So we will go ahead and do the top row first, which is going to be Pluto, Titan, Alien, and Interstellar. I'm excited to try Interstellar because that looks really cool. First touch, they are super buttery, super soft. I do quite like that. So we have Pluto, Titan, Alien, and Interstellar. Let me do Interstellar again because that rubbed off a little bit onto Alien blue right here. So first row so far, I do really like that color payoff. The next row, we have Abduction, UFO, Gravity, and Martian Soil. So we have Abduction, UFO, Gravity, and Martian Soil. So again, these are all, the color payoff on these are so far so good. Haven't had any complaints on that. Our next row, we have Flying Saucer, Phone Home, Moonrock, most excited for, and then X-Files. We have Flying Saucer, Phone Home, Moonrock, and X-Files. So I'm really digging Moon Rock, but we got some more to go. So the next ones I will go ahead and do is Ghost OG, Area 51, and Space Cowboy. So we have Ghost OG, Area 51, and Space Cowboy. So again, I mean, the pigment on this is crazy. So this actually on camera looks almost black. I promise it's not. It's like a deep chocolate brown with a little bit of metallic in it. I'm cleaning my arm and my fingers in between swatches, and I will say that they are coming off pretty well. I mean, my makeup wipe is a mess, but who cares about that? And then my last three, we have Probe, Tall Gray, and Black Hole. So we have Probe, Tall Gray, and Black Hole. So I actually don't have a all black shadow, so I'm excited for that. I honestly think Probe is my absolute favorite in this entire palette. I love just the metallic of it, and it actually doesn't seem as dark as I thought it would be, which I'm actually glad for, because I don't go for crazy dark colors. Now that everything has been swatched, I think we are ready to go ahead and play with a few of the colors, see how they feel in the eye, see how they blend out. I have already primed my eyes with my concealer. I actually use Makeup Revolution concealer because Jeffree Star actually used it on his channel, and I decided I wanted to try it, and I really like it, and I use it in shade C1. So let's go ahead and just get into it. The first color I'm going to go ahead and dig into is going to be Titan. I'm going to do that as my all over lid shade. All of Jeffree's products are vegan and cruelty free, which is really nice. I did take that on my Sephora just shadow brush, just a flat brush. I think the color I'm going to go ahead and use as my transition shade is going to be Gravity, which is this shade right here. I'm going to take that on a Morphe M505 brush. The one thing I am noticing is there's a ton of fallout, and I'm going to try to be careful so I don't get this all over the place. But you can actually see in the pan, maybe, how much there actually is. So there wasn't a crazy amount while I was swatching them. However, using them on a brush, there's definitely a little bit more than I would prefer. What I like to do when I want the excess to go ahead and get off my brush so it's not gonna have a bunch of fallout on my face or too much crazy pigment is I actually have this little tin here that's meant to swipe your brushes, so then that way you can go ahead and clean them if you want to use the same brush multiple times. As you can see in here, this is just for me tapping twice on Gravity, so that way I didn't have so much excess on there. So that is a good amount of fallout in the pan. The next color I think I'm going to go ahead and dip into is Phone Home, which is going to be this mauve color right here. I'm going to take that on my M506 brush just to try to deepen up my crease just a little bit. So we have a very natural looking eye there, which I kind of feel like defeats the purpose of this palette because there's so much going on. So I think I'm going to go ahead and kick it up a notch right now since I have like a good base going. I'm going to go ahead and take a Sephora Precision Smudge Brush, and I'm actually going to dip into, let's go ahead and dip into Flying Saucer, the teal color right here. I'm going to pack that on my outer edge. So we have our corners packed. I'm actually going to go back in with my Morphe M505 brush and diffuse it just a little bit. The thing I do like about these shadows is they are very blendable, but at the same time, like if they're too intense, I feel like you can definitely blend them out very nicely or build them up if you want them intense. Now that I have them toned down just a little bit, just so I'm a little bit more comfortable with it, I'm gonna go ahead and take Probe here, the metallic darker teal color, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the inside where I have no shadows so far, so then that way I have a little bit of a color there. And I'm actually gonna take it on a e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. Honestly, if you haven't checked out e.l.f.'s brushes, they're so cheap, but they're really soft and they're actually really good. I feel like they're just as good as my Morphe brushes. So I picked up a few of those and I've been playing with them and I really, really like them. So I'm gonna use this. So this one has a ton of fallout right here. I don't love that. And unfortunately, trying to brush it off, we definitely have some problems. I'll be right back while I go fix this. So I tried fixing it. I don't love it. It is what it is. I feel like because there's so much fallout with that one, I'm gonna go ahead and take my Fix Plus spray and give it a mist, and then go ahead and tap back in and see if I can't get that to stick a little bit better. I definitely feel like that helped a lot using the Max Fix Plus. So we'll go ahead and go in with the other eye. So I'm not in love with this look so far. Hopefully we can kick it up a notch. I think I'm going to take a little bit of Moon Rock and go ahead and place it on top of Probe just to try to brighten it up and bring a little bit more attention to the center of my eye. And for that, I'm going to go ahead and use another e.l.f. brush, and this is the e.l.f. crease brush. A little bit of Alien, I think, because it's still got that shiny look to it. So that definitely brought it together a little bit more. I'll go ahead and do the under eye just to kind of pull it all together. Real quick, I did go ahead and buff it out again just to blend everything together so it looked a little bit more seamless on my M505. Underneath the eye, I'm going to take a little bit of abduction here. That did a little bit of brightening, not as much as I would have liked. So I'm actually going to go ahead and tap into Area 51, the purple shade, under the eye as well. So I'm not loving my eye look, but I think we're just going to call it good. I would not blame it necessarily on the Alien palette. I just think I'm kind of having an off day as far as my makeup goes. So instead of messing it up even worse, we're just going to keep it how it is. Off camera real quick, I'm going to go ahead and throw on some mascara as well as a little bit of liner just to brighten my eyes up just a tad bit. So I did actually take a hit of Pluto and put it in my tear duct area in the inner corner, as well as some Fake Awake by Tarte just in my waterline, just again to brighten up the eyes a little bit. And then again channeled my inner Jeffree Star with a little bit of Milk Kush mascara just because I felt like it was very fitting. So next I'm gonna go ahead and open my Pumpkin Pie lip scrub, which I'm very excited for. So first impressions, this packaging is seriously the cutest. You have a nice reflective look on it with your logo on top. Oh my god. I could seriously just sit here and smell this for hours. So I'm super excited to try this. Feels just like a normal lip scrub. The only thing I'm noticing is the sugar pieces are a little bit bigger than other lip scrubs that I have tried. It's this beautiful orange pumpkin color, obviously. Feels really good on my lips. And since these are vegan and cruelty free as well, they are edible, which is super cool. I definitely don't think they taste bad, but I think the smell is definitely better than the taste. So I know that there are several different flavors out there that might actually taste a little bit better, but I'm doing this because of the smell, not the taste. Last but not least, we have the Alien Tears. The more I look at myself in the viewfinder, like, well, even in the mirror too, this eye look is a lot darker than I normally go for. I'm a very light and natural type of eye. Back in the day, I would have gone for a more darker eye just to draw more attention to it. But I honestly feel like it looks like my eyes are more closed than when I do like a nude eye. Obviously, this palette has some good neutrals in it. However, that kind of defeats the purpose in my opinion. I'd rather play with the darker and the more vibrant type colors more in your face, just because what's the point of getting the palette otherwise? So like I said, we have the Alien Tears. It's so cute that it's in the shape of like a little bullet. Again, it does have the shiny reflectives in that as well. I'm picking up a little bit, not too much. But I'm super excited for this color. When Jeffree tried it on for his try on reveal, it looks so cool. So this is it swatched. It is just like so pretty. I got this not just as a topper because I feel like it would look really good on a lot of things with the sparkles and the iridescent, but I also got it as like a set alone also, so I can kind of, if I don't want to do like any real color, I can just add a little sparkle on. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So we'll try it on. So I'm absolutely in love with this. It feels so smooth and goes on so well. It feels moisturizing. It feels like I put on a chapstick and lipstick, which I really like. I think the color is beautiful. Like I said, I think it could be by itself or be added with something, as well as it goes on very subtle at first, but you can build it up if you want it to be more. So it does have a nice like pinkish purple tint to it, but mainly just your reflective and metallic type look. So I really, really like that. I'll probably try more of his lip ammunitions because it feels amazing on my lips. His liquid lips that I do have do not feel drying, but they don't feel as moisturizing as the lip ammunition. So this is my final look for today. Am I satisfied with it? No, but I'm not blaming the palette. I'm definitely blaming myself. I'm definitely not a makeup artist. I just really like makeup and I like to be very creative and play with new products. And so this happened to be one of those instances. I don't think it's the worst that I've ever done. I just feel like I did a little bit too much on my eye and I could have played with the colors a little bit more, which is definitely something I'm gonna do. Again, the only complaint that I really had was the out of the package first impression of, you know, a little bit of eyeshadow on the outside, a little bit of eyeshadows mixed, some pigments already a little bit loose, not the pan, but a little bit of fallout kind of already on it. I do like how big the mirror is. I do like that it is magnetic, so then that way it does sit shut since there's not like a clasp. Feels good quality. I mean, everyone talks about the eyes. Eyes are fun. I mean, I'm definitely excited to play in it a little bit more, try to get a little bit more comfortable and familiar with the colors, as well as dig into the Thirsty palette. Like I said, I mean, the complaint that I have is basically that center row of the, but can we just like talk about that? Like, I'm excited to dig into those as well. I think the next Jeffree Star product that I want to get and try is going to be some of his highlighters, like his highlighting palette. But in the meantime, I've got 2 new eyeshadow palettes, a new lip ammunition, and a new lip scrub, which these 3 are all from the Alien collection, which I think is so cool, so cute. Packaging is adorable. Packaging on the palette feels really good. That's about it today. Links, as always, are down in the description bar. Hit a thumbs up if you liked this video, as well as subscribe if you have not. I've been trying to upload more often, so hit that bell if you do want to see more videos when they do come up. I do have a couple other palettes that I am going to be playing with and uploading, so stay tuned for those as well. Well, that's all I've got for today. Until next time.